How's it going, everyone? Liam Catterson here. We're on episode number 6 of season 2 for the Runaways, which is called Bury Another. Maybe this is going to be referring to Robert, like they've got to bury another member of Pride who got too involved, and ended up dead, perhaps, because I do hope that Robert is dead. Like, we only saw him get clobbered out, by those two, people who were with the church, and, yeah, that's all we saw until, Robert, until Jonah brought Robert's body to Pride, in that menacing tone as well, which doesn't really confirm if he's, alive or dead. You do get the feeling that with Jonah's personality, he's got the capabilities to kill him off and all of that. And I do hope he is dead, not because I don't like Robert as a character, but because I think, it raises the stakes a little bit. We know that Pride is wanting to, find out more about Jonah and then off him. And this might, have the Runaways a bit more involved in all of that, especially Nico, who, I guess, as far as this season has gone, I think Alex, officially is the leader, but Nico has been taking a bit of a leadership role, with Alex going to Darius and all of that, so yeah. But this will push, Nico, and it might test the relationship between Nico and Carolina, which I don't want to happen, but, we can't have nice things in life, can we? So, I do hope, for plot's sake, that, Robert is dead, and, he doesn't wake up and all of that, considering, like I said, I think, his death will create a bit of an impact, which is funny, because I did say, and I still hold this belief, because I do think there's, like, the rest of Pride have a bit more involvement than Robert, and, it is funny how, he will, like, his smaller role, I think, in my case, will have a bigger impact, in terms of the story and all of that, so, that's what I'm hoping, but, they could have him alive and all of that, and we'll just see where things go from here, and then maybe, I think there is more potential with the story if he is dead than him just being alive, and then, maybe Pride can back off a little bit, because they tried, they have been playing a bit of risk. The Yorks was at the dig site, and, they just escaped and all of that, so, yeah, and then Robert got involved, and, yeah, that wasn't really the best of things, so maybe they will play it a bit safe and aid him, like, because they're in this compromised situation, so, we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, this is episode number 6, the halfway point, I guess, rounding it down, because there's 13 episodes, so, well, halfway through episode 7 would technically be the halfway point. No, I don't know. I haven't had my copy today, but yeah, the extended reaction is on Patreon. This is episode number 6. Let's go.
After tomorrow, I'll never have to see your faces ever again.
Ooh, the day after tomorrow.
Pull off our faces?
I chose you because I enjoy your company. I chose you because of your capability to perform specific tasks, so I could get my ship out of that damn hole and get the hell out of here. Day after tomorrow,
so they
all
are
of you are going to show
all
up
in
at
the
dig
know,
site.
I guess,
Tina and Robert, once
about
he's
the whole
recovered his
ship.
senses, will repair my ship's computer system. Dale and Stacy.
And if we don't go along with it,
you die.
I'll kill your children.
Okay, that's even worse.
You know I wouldn't hesitate.
If you launch that ship, our children will die anyway.
Yeah, but this will be a more painful death, I'm guessing.
A massive earthquake.
you didn't do anything wrong.
She just needs to get herself better. Oh, Lacey.
I'm broken. And I was gonna get someone killed if I didn't do something.
For the best for her mentality.
That's some pretty backwards gender normative thinking.
Your mother's here if you're ready to see her. Be interested to meet the woman who raised you.
Hi, honey.
Uh-oh. So she's taken Chase's name, okay.
What do you remember?
Well, don't tell me he's gone.
The inhibitor. He was working and didn't.
Just imagine the inhibited chip.
Black.
You should never have gone alone.
I didn't want anyone else to get hurt.
Well, it must have had some effect. Jonah did look pretty sick. Maybe we'll get lucky and he'll just die.
Oh, even in his weakened state, he had no problem taking out Robert.
Can I say something crazy?
Pretty on brand for you.
What? What? Stop ragging
What
on the
if
Yorks!
Jonah is...
I think you're asking the wrong guy. And I've been trying to make it up to you for a long time.
I was just thinking, isn't Alex in that predicament with Amy? Aye.
Maybe I should give it another try.
Let's start somewhere.
With Molly, I mean.
Oh! Ouch! Low blow.
They're not your family. We are. Your father.
Family's not always blood, honey.
How is that?
He's okay. When he's back on his feet, everything will be different. He'll be different.
Yeah, it's not the first time I've heard that. And it's not even the
You
500th time.
Come
Come on, let's go.
I was gonna say, trust issues, yeah, 500 time.
Can't go. Not safe. And he's gonna put somebody in it, and I can't let it be you.
Take care of yourself, Mom.
Surely this is gonna become a discussion to the Runaways and all of that. I mean, you can't blame Chase for giving her the cold shoulder, to be fair.
I understand you've been through a lot.
No, you
right?
don't understand. Because if you did understand, you wouldn't be so upset with me for not spending every single second with you.
You're the one who's upset.
Ah!
I'm fine with you
Because
needing
just-
space.
Then why did you even come in here?
She cares. She wants to know if you're okay.
Sorry I intruded. Have fun
Take
staring
it.
at yourself in the mirror.
Don't take this discovery's frustrations out on... Ah! Why are you hurting this ship?
Look, if I'd called Dale and Stacy,
Yeah, then you would have had to have a heartbreaking conversation with your parents instead of forcing me into one with mine.
Oh boy.
I need
Can't
to
blame
find
Chase
Chase?
for being a bit angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would have helped you get them. But you cut me out of the plan.
Because it was desperate times for Gert.
Yeah. Because you're selfish.
Oi, 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 oi.
Are you really gonna let me die?
I've made enough sacrifices in your name. You want another one?
Do it yourself.
Do it yourself.
If you want something doing. Oh my god, I really loved
My mom
that
said he's gonna do
concern
another
from
sacrifice.
Jonah though. Holy shit.
have to stop
Is it
him.
wrong that I just felt a bit for him there when he said, are you really gonna let me die?
Think that I had another choice. And I didn't mean to hurt anyone. Especially you.
what?
And that's
Did you
what
guys, like,
anxiety
break up or
can
something?
do.
Move
Uh-oh.
on to my own room.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
I mean, I don't blame
Two
Gert.
teenagers
I don't blame
and living
Chase.
together after dating for like 5 minutes.
That you'd be a little conflicted about losing him.
Well, you thought wrong. Because I'm not.
You know, maybe Gert and Chase had the right idea. Things are a little more complicated now, and if you're feeling suffocated, then maybe you should just find another room too.
Oh my god. No! Why are we destroying ships? Why? Jeffrey, you know this isn't good. You're alone. It's ominously quiet. Apart from the music. Oh no! Jason! Oh no! Oh, what's he doing? Jonah, what the shit's going on? Oh, don't tell me he's transferring his, oh, shit! Oh, lordy, no.
Once are solved, then he can just go back to wherever he came from.
A whole planet of smooth-faced men in well-tailored pants.
And we can use the abstract to move mankind
I
ahead
love you, Dale.
of years.
That sounds too good to be true. Like most of Jonah's promises. And we don't
Yeah,
need to worry
and that's
about
why you
what
can't
will
really
happen
trust
when
him.
the ship launches, because I'm going to use the abstract to shut it down.
Oh.
Good.
Killing me all of its uncertainty. And I'm Gert and Molly. You know, they're strong girls, and thank God they have each other. But who knows what they're going
Stace,
through or how
oh
they're
my
coping.
god.
I do.
Oh, shit.
And they're fine. Gert is fine.
Molly's dead. I'm kidding.
Don't be afraid. Rejoice.
Yeah, I wouldn't be rejoicing if I saw weird colours in the sky. I would be actually, you know, wondering what's been put in my drink. Just saying.
What is this place?
Wait, is this what I think it is? Yeah.
Wait, if Jonah's in that one.
We've got to get this one open. Fast.
Shit!
The ceremony is in its final stage.
Bend my will.
Wait.
Now, Molly.
Oh, shit.
Chase?
Be there to chase.
I have to say goodbye to both of my parents again today. I don't know how much more of this I can take.
Ay, Chase. I feel so bad, like he's in a rut. Uh-oh. Never a good sign. That's never good. Oh, no. Ah, shit, he's healed up. Shit.
Am I
free?
Healed? I think you have been for a while.
I was gonna say
Just, we forgot to tell you. Gay Victor's out!
Look, you saved me.
No, I didn't save you. I kidnapped you.
Ah!
Call it even.
Oh! Oh, damn. Nice on Alex. This is gonna be fun.
You're under my roof now.
Damn. This is just like what happens when a line's too old. The sun overthrows.
Just gonna sneak in here and watch me sleep?
Very creepy.
I don't know why I came in here.
Just apologize. Just say it. We know what you're gonna say. Unless it's I'm breaking up with you, then that would break my heart.
I've been thinking.
Jonah, he killed
Oh,
me.
yeah. Ah, yes. Because she got that confidence. Ah, boy.
Please say something. Did I
Said
do
nothing will
anything wrong? You
change.
Please tell me that I did.
Yes. I'm so glad that this is finally over.
She's got that. Yeah. I would have that vengeance as well, but like that's the thing, though. I mean, you've just been told that the person you're with, like their father, has just killed one of the closest people to you, and it's like it shakes your world. But on the plus side, this might give her a push to confront Jonah himself. But then, going back to the negatives, this could fracture Carolina and Nico a bit if, you know, Nico has this kind of vengeance on Jonah and all of that. Due to the fact that, you know, Carolina's even said it herself that she's becoming a bit more attached. And he's got this sway. He's even got it with me at this point. So it's like, It will be interesting to see how things do go down between, you know, for Nico's sake in terms of, you know, the Runaways' quest against against Jonah, potentially, because of the fact that, you know, I can see Nico going through that cycle of vengeance. And it might be testing for Carolina, because I think Carolina still needs Jonah, in a sense. Like, she's got a lot of information in the last episode regarding what's under the, under the hole and all of that. But I feel like there's still that necessity for Jonah and all of that. And there could be a point where Nico could, I don't know, let's say, try to have an attempt on Jonah's life and all of that. And, you know, there's no one else, I mean, there is, people below, but Jonah is, like, could potentially be the key, well, he is the key, it seems, but there's that necessity potentially for Jonah. So, there could be testing times where Nico could, I don't know, be on the verge of, offing Jonah or something like that. And Carolina's like, yeah. But I feel like that was really, really necessary for Carolina to tell Nico about Amy. And I think it holds more importance because I was thinking, is she going to tell about the fact that she could be part, alien and all of that? Like, because, I mean, it's a really, really surreal thing and all of that. But like I said, the Amy thing, after, Leslie told Carolina earlier, it does make sense and all of that, because even Carolina was in shock earlier when she was like, no, that's impossible and all of that, and she can't hide this, she can't keep this hidden, but she doesn't want to hurt her partner. And I feel like that was really, really great of Carolina to tell Nico, and I think Nico is she's not sugarcoating her, when she's not sugarcoating the fact when she said, no, I'm glad you told me and all of that. And I think she's being very, very honest. She's emotional, of course, and she has that, shocked expression on her face when Carolina went to hug and all of that. But I think you would do, especially, after hearing that Carolina's gone off with Jonah and all of that, and she's felt a bit of sympathy for him. I've got to say, though, in this episode I did as well, like, when Jonah was like, you're gonna leave me to die, it sounded pained, so pained, and it was like, oh my god, don't do this. And yet he's still evil, and it's like, why did you just go weak at that moment, Liam? So, yeah, but, it was just really, really great to see, Carolina and, Nico make a bit of amends, considering the fact that they were fractured earlier on in this episode. Everyone was fractured in this episode. I mean, even Gert and, Chase, notably, I think that holds more, of a point in this episode, whereas, there was something eating away at Carolina and that, so, yeah, but we'll get to Chase and Gert in a minute, because, there's some interesting comments to talk about there in terms of, my thoughts about this episode, but yeah, like I said, it was great for Carolina to come out full beans about the fact that Jonah did kill Amy, and it's going to be very, very interesting to see where things do go for Nico's sake, because, like I said, there could be a testing time for that relationship, because I can see vengeance coming on. Like she kind of has, I don't know, there was that shock, but also vengeance stare when, Carolina and Nico went to hug. And I mean, I wouldn't blame Nico whatsoever. So we'll just have to wait and see. We'll just have to wait and see what happens, because, like I said, I can see that happening in terms of because I do think that Carolina still needs Jonah. I mean, it's been stated that she doesn't really, click with him, and that's fine. We accept that. She has a bit of sympathy, but she's not, full Team Jonah and all of that, especially with what she's been told by, Leslie. So, if anything, that's made the situation even worse, isn't it? Because that's affected the person she loves the most. And we obviously know that that's Nico. So, yeah, that's made things even worse, but I still feel like there's that necessity. So, yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. And it will be very, very interesting to see, Carolina's next, conversation with Jonah, because now that she's got that information, it could go one or two ways. She could, just play it cool and, still, play pally-pally with him, considering the fact that, she might require more of his guidance and all of that. Or she could just really go to town on Jonah about the fact that he killed Amy. So, yeah. Yeah, like I said, it was really, really great of an episode. Well, I didn't say it, but it was great of an episode. And, I really feel like, I don't know, the way season 2 has been developed has kind of been interesting, because you sometimes have, these, well, I think a lot of these episodes have had, really, really holy shit moments. I think episode 2 was like the slowest one, and that was focusing more on the ships, if anything. But, especially in this episode with what happened to Jeffrey, with, Victor being free and, Janet's, quest on shutting down the ship, everything that's gone on. I feel like there has been, really a lot of, like, these episodes have really, really, shown a lot of, have really, really gone to town on, certain big moments and all of that. And I don't know, it just feels so weird because you view the show as something else than, your season by season. Like, every season, the thing with the show is it's one big story. I mean, that's the case with all shows. But, we saw at the end of season 1, that was like a part 1, and season 2 is like the to be continued phase, isn't it? Like part 2. So, whereas we focus on a new story that's like a new story, I guess, in the entire story of a season, if you get what I mean. Like, season 1 of the 100 will be different to season 2, won't it? So, yeah. Whereas, season 1 ends with a to be continued, isn't it? And, yeah, so that's what I'm meaning as well. And I'm liking the way they're going as well. We had Chase and Gert as well. Not really the happiest relationship on the show. I mean, there has been a lot of fractures between the pair, but yeah, I mean, this one was probably a big one, considering I don't blame, here's the thing, I don't blame Gert, I don't blame Chase, but Chase has more of a reason to be upset than at Gert, if anything. Like, Chase is a bit more understandable of a situation. Where Gert, not only did she pose as Chase, I don't know if you could do that in the real world, like, have a prescription on Chase's name, because she posed as Chase, and, they bought it. So, I don't know if that works in the real world. Like, oh, hey, I'm a random person and I want my medication for this and all of that. So, yeah. I don't have a, prescription thing, but yeah, cause, Chase would need that anxiety medication prescription if, in the real world, wouldn't he, to pick up the medication. So, yeah. I don't know how that works, but either way, it brought in Janet, which turned out to be a really, really juicy situation with Chase and Janet, first, when, Janet was pleading Chase to come home and Chase wasn't having any of it. And then Gert and Chase didn't, like, that was a bit of a fracture, considering Chase was hurt by not only having Chase pick up Gert and, confronting his mother, but also that betrayal, because Chase did say, if you would have trusted me, I would have picked up the medication. And you do feel that bit of betrayal. He said that Gert was a bit selfish, and I do see the anxiety, being more of a factor than, her selfishness. Because anxiety can, it creates fears, and sometimes we're scared, and sometimes we make decisions that do not go the way we want them to go. And she was in a bit of a compromising situation, considering the fact that I think she was at her limit, basically, and that's why she went to the hospital. So, yeah, it's just that, you do feel that Chase has a more understandability to be upset, because of the fact that he did say that if you trusted me, I would have gotten the medication. And plus, he had that discussion with Molly, where Molly said, you need to be there, where she can't, rely on her medication. And I do agree that Chase has been trying. He's been trying. And it's been very, very difficult for him, as we've seen. Like, he's been trying to be there, and he's been trying to do the right thing. And then, Gert does this. And yeah, it's just really, really difficult at times for Gert to, I wouldn't say keep his cool, but yeah, if you get what I mean, it's difficult for Chase to swallow this, because not only, like I said, there's that confrontation with Janet, there's that betrayal of trust, and as well as the fact that there's that possibility that Gert might not have seen Old Lace and Molly again. The, I guess, two closest entities, I guess, because Old Lace isn't a person, but you get what I mean, the two closest connections to Gert, and there was that possibility that Gert may not have seen him again. So there was that risk posing there, and I think that's where the selfishness comes from. But like I said, I think the anxiety is more of a factor. So yeah, and it does kind of suck, but I do understand. I understand why Gert did what she had to do. But I understand why Chase is a bit frustrated as well. So yeah, because that creates worry, doesn't it, for the rest of the team, especially when half the team during that time looked to have been out, because Molly was, you know, nowhere to be seen, and thank God she was just in another room, because I thought with the window open and she wasn't in a room, oh, she's gone vigilanteing again, which could have taken out her frustrations, like she could have taken out her frustrations on someone, considering what happened with Topher. So yeah. But it was really, really great. Jonah as well, like I said, I don't know what he's done to Jeffrey. I don't know if, you know, he knocked him out or something like that when he latched onto Jeffrey's face. But because I was thinking, is there something more than that? We know that he used Jeffrey to clean himself up a bit, but I think that's only his face, because we didn't see him come out the box and his arm was completely healed and all of that. We only saw his face, so that might suggest that only his face was healed, and, you know, Jeffrey bided him a bit more time, if anything, considering I think if you use a younger person, then that will be more effective, whereas it's only done wonders to his face. So buying himself a bit more time, considering he had that worry when, like I said, how he got to me, I have no idea, because he was saying, you're just gonna let me die, and I was like, the way he, you know, toned it as well, it's like, so you're gonna do this to me? Fine, I see how it is. Yeah, it was that tone, and I'm like, holy shit, don't do this to me. But yeah, I don't know what else is going to happen with Jeffrey in terms of what he did, because I think that was just a knockout. I was thinking maybe he's going to do something more, considering I don't think we've seen Jonah latch himself onto someone. And I thought there was going to be a transference, if anything, like, that might not be viable in terms of what he is, but it's a last resort, I guess, because, you know, I don't know what Jonah is capable of. We know what, you know, he can do, but there could be a few more tricks up his sleeve, if you know what I mean. So, yeah. Apart from that, though, Jeffrey now under the kidnapping from Alex, which is going to be very, very interesting to see what happens in the next episode. It's going to be so surreal and very, very interesting. Love the Yorks as always, their banter as well. They had a few more pieces of dialogue in this episode, but I really, really loved their banter as well, so that was really, really great stuff. As well as the beginning where, I don't know if everyone knew about the ship situation. I mean, Leslie had an idea about what Jonah was, but she didn't fully understand it as far as I'm concerned. But he came out full beans about the ship and the state that there would be no earthquake, which remains to be seen, because everyone's, you know, thinking, well, we have to find a way if this is true or not. So, yeah. But, yeah, I loved that first conversation. Bit miffed that Robert is actually alive. Like I said, I think there would have been a bit more of an impact on the story if Robert was dead. But, I mean, it's not like this story has suddenly turned to shit, so I'm like, if anything, I'm very, very intrigued to see where the future does go, so yeah. But yeah, that was a really great episode. I absolutely loved it, and yeah, can't wait, like I said, I can't wait to see what happens, especially with Jeffrey and Alex. Woohoo, juicy. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check the videos on the right. If you want to check out more of my content, you can also subscribe to my Media Beats and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!